welcome to Leopard Monday and our ShowGirl Stretch. I know we're doing it at a little different time today. Thanks for your patience with that. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful day and everyone was celebrated. I know lots of women do lots of nurturing, whether they're moms or not, so I honor that as well. And of course, lots of men too. Let's get started in our stretch, shall we? We've got some exciting music going on in the background for Sinister Twist, so let's go with it. We're gonna come to standing kind of equally and then just start swinging your hips side to side. Tailbone is hopefully pointing down. You can swing your arms too. That'll heat you up a little bit more quickly. Nice. Make sure you have a nice bend in your knees so you have room for your hips to swing. The more you bend, the more you swing. Beautiful. And let's take it up to a chest shimmy. So starting out, it's okay. You're gonna be totally loose and it might not be a super fluid shimmy. It's all right. Arms start out crisscrossed, so fingers are kind of coming up over your shoulders and elbows are pointing forward, which is roughly where your nipples land. So you're just gonna rotate. So one elbow comes forward and then the other elbow. Keep going. Maybe a little faster. Now, take it up to the tops of your shoulders. So we're lifting underneath, using our lats and our triceps to hold up. Still rotating. Maybe you go a little faster. It gets a little smaller. That's fine. Same idea of rotating around the spine. And then extend your arms and maybe you go even faster here. Still lifting underneath your arms. It's really important to have that lift. Nice. Wiggle jiggle. It's all good. It's fine if your hips are moving. Don't stress about it. Do try to keep your arms lifted. That helps a lot. Makes a big difference. Nice. Release it. Big arm circles. Going back. And dip your knees as we go. And then come forward. Nice. Beautiful. And then let's do a little of the shoulder rolls that I like to do. So one shoulder goes back and then the other shoulder. And as you're doing this, you want it to come really up high and down low. As much as you possibly can. Really getting into the range of motion. I find that it helps when I bend my knees. And why not? It gives you a little bit more movement in other body parts. Do whatever's good for you. I am trying to keep my elbows straight and reverse and go the other way. So that the movement really focuses in my shoulders. So with straight elbows, the movement will stay up here, where we want it to be. Awesome. Great, shake that out, release it. Let's do a little bit of shimmies too. So I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see exactly, or better, I guess, what's happening. I'm gonna bend deeply here, and then I'm going to push back my quad. Not fully straightening out the knee. I still want a little bit of a bend. And I'm gonna push back, 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 back. So to the wall behind, and go a little bit faster. It will probably get smaller. Your booty might jiggle. Your belly might jiggle. More of you might jiggle. It's all good. And burlesque, more jiggle, more good. Keep going. Keep going. I'm gonna rotate back around. Keep going. Back, 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 back. If you lose it, slow down and go more slowly. And then challenge yourself again. See if you can get to back, 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 back. Check in with your tailbone. Make sure it's still pointing down to the ground. It's not trying to start pointing up to the back or tensioning and curling forward. And make sure your chest is still nice and lifted. Nice open collarbones here. Keep shimmying. Keep shimmying. If you feel comfortable with it, try rubbing up your body. And down. Nice. Now release. All right. I'm pretty warm. How about you? Pretty warm? I think like it would be good to also, let's see, giving a little bit more warmth in there. I don't know about you, so we're gonna go back. I've been, sitting, working at my computer a decent amount, or watching shows, or helping with homework. So I would like to stretch more into the legs and the hips. Really try and open that area up there. So heels, coming back to your booty, knees staying pointing down as much as possible, up overhead. Yeah, these probably are jazzercise moves. Someone called that out in a class to me last week. It's cool. Jazzercise was fun. I don't know, is it still fun? Do y'all still do jazzercise? I think it's still out there. Nice. All right, release that. That feels better. Let's get into some big hip circles. So you can lay your feet fairly wide apart, and we're gonna push forward, leaning the chest a little bit back, and then push into the side, deeply bending over here. Back, holding in the core, and to the side. And then let's start to connect those dots. So my chest does tilt forward and backward as I make this big, big, big movement. And the knees are pretty darn bent. Nice. Center. And let's go back the other way. And back. And right. Nice. Keep going around. Beautiful. Stretching it out. Circling. Nice. All right. Let's see. Let's warm up our obliques, and we'll get some stretching in there too. So feet together as much as is comfortable for you, bending, and then we're going to use our obliques, these muscles along your side, to pull your hip towards your rib. So first, make sure your tailbone is endeavoring to point straight down. Chest is staying nice and lifted. In fact, you can take a big inhale, circle your arms up. Shoulders, arms come down, chest stays lifted, okay? It's a great way to easily open up your chest, if you just keep that in mind. And then we're gonna just pull up, 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 up. So my knee is bending as my muscles here are working, but this is where the movement is coming from. These sides. And happily, these are the muscles that help with support for your body to keep you stable. And if you desire that hourglass look, it will help out there. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I really love the hourglass look. Doesn't matter like the size of the person, I just love that shape. Nice. All right. I'm feeling warm here. I hope you're feeling warm here. Step your feet out just a little bit. I'm gonna inhale, arms up, shoulders stay dropped. Tip over to one side. Support yourself on your hip here. You should feel a nice stretch all down your side. Push into both feet. And if you want to even lean a little, kind of make a bow with yourself, you might even start to get it down past your hip into your upper thigh there on the side. Your IT band, that area that is so impossible to stretch and gets so tight. Nice. Inhale it up. Release. Just shake it out a little bit. Inhale again. Arms up, shoulders down. Tipping over. Just relaxing into the stretch. Excuse me. So this will be our new time for Leopard Bend days to do the stretch, 12:30 to 1. Nice little lunch break plan for folks, hopefully. Or maybe for our friends who are a little bit later in the day, afternoon break. And if it's your morning, hopefully we're catching you too. And remember, I do save these on the ShowGirl Temple YouTube, so they're always there. Nice. With your feet still about where they are now, let's do little swivels. Focusing on just getting motion in here, not pressing or stressing too hard. So I'm sliding diagonally and pulling my hip back. Sliding diagonally, rotating back. So as one hip rotates back, the other one comes forward. I am swiveling on my feet. I am not keeping my chest still. This is not for you belly dancers here. Just an easy movement. I mean, if you're a belly dancer and you want to isolate it, go for it, but not focusing on that here. Just a nice hip sway back. Beautiful. A little bit of neck warm up, shall we? So look to one side, come to the center, look to the other side, come to the center. Pause here, check and see where your head is. So we don't want to be sticking our head out, and we don't want to tilt it. We want to have our chin kind of tucked back so our neck is nice and long. We have this kind of inverted L shape. And now, again, twist. Just your neck. Bringing some easy movement into it. Endeavor to keep your chin level as you go from side to side. Beautiful, come to center. Check where that is again. Make sure you're tucked back, not sticking forward. And ear to shoulder, up through center. Top of your head, reaching for the ceiling, maybe even through the ceiling to the sky. Really tall. I find myself craning my neck forward quite a lot as I'm looking at screens. So much. Or like craning down, right? Messaging people or things like that. So come to center. Let's help out with that a little. Claw your hands, reach up over your skull. Yeah. So you're gonna catch yourself at the base of your neck, under your occiput, that area where your hair meets your skull. And we're gonna lift first up and then just bend our head forward gently. Elbows come in. So just giving a little bit of weight here. Not pulling too hard. Trying to just open up the upper neck and back area. Nice. Lift up to come out, open the elbows, release. Let's do a few shoulder rolls just to let that go. Nice. And then come forward. So we're gonna make our way down to the floor. If you have a chair or a wall to support you on your way down, you might desire that. If you do not require, we're gonna go through a forward fold to get there. So if you're using a chair, you can have the chair out in front of you and you can extend yourself to the chair, the back, and then put your hands on the chair and then knees, and then you can push the chair away or back away from it. For those of us who are just doing a forward fold, we're gonna inhale up, long, long spine. And if you need, bend your knees. And you can rest your hands on your thighs or your shins or come down all the way to the floor or the mat. And right now, let's just all pedal. So bend one knee then the other. Warm that up a little. Whew. And remember, we're trying to keep our spine extended. We don't want to hunch over at all. So if you start to hunch over somewhere, that's where you back off and come back to where you can keep your spine straight. Lovely. And now with a straight spine, begin extending your legs as is comfortable for you. If they're already extended and you're touching the floor, you can start to lower yourself a little bit more. Ooh. Hello, glutes and hamstrings. And I found myself walked out a little bit more forward even because I want to stretch that area even more. So it's like a super shortened downward dog. onto the mat, roll through, and come to your tush. Now let's extend our legs out here. Feet and toes pointing up to the ceiling. Move out any padding that you require. First, sitting up really tall and straight, chest lifted, and we're going to start coming down. So walking down, so remember, long, straight spine. And so if you start to curve, that's just where you stop. If you require some space in between for your body to come down, that's cool, make your space. If you're all the way down, push the backs of your legs into the ground. Really, really connect your legs and the floor. Inhaling, exhale, release. Inhale, reach yourself a little bit longer. See if you can bring your chest a little bit lower. Breathing there. Finding a place of release. And now point your toes. Push into the floor. One more stretch, right? Nice. And flex. Come on up. Let's mermaid down to one side. So laying on a side, stacking your legs for the moment. We're going to make sure we have a 90-degree angle here. So elbow under the shoulder. Bending the bottom leg, position as you need to. We're going to grab that top leg by the ankle. Knee comes straight out. And we're going to pull that back. If you want more, you can tighten your glute. Remember, we're trying to keep our side up, so we don't want to be sunk down like this. We want to still be pushing it through our elbow, keeping our side lifted. Sneaky little side mini plank there. Nice. Beautiful. Release that. Sit up. And that same leg that was on top, cross it over your bottom leg. So we're kind of in a little pretzel twist, if that's comfortable for you. Endeavoring to get your foot that's over on top, flat on the floor. And you might just be settling here. This just might be your spot, keeping this knee bent up and letting your butt cheek come back down to the ground. Sometimes it lifts up when we do that. So letting it go down, 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 down. Sit up tall. Maybe wrap your hand around your knee to keep it there and rotate away. So now you're going to feel it in your bottom hip. Staying upright in a twist. Oh, that's a challenging one, huh? Feels really good on my lower hip though, I'll tell ya. Inhale, come on up, rotate to the other side. Make sure you sit up really tall so you have room for your body to rotate around. Breathe into all the sides of your ribs. Inhale, exhale, come back to center, lean back, stretch out your legs, give them a wobble on the ground, maybe make them bring upright and little twists from side to side. Nice. And now come up and mermaid over to the other side. 90-degree angle here. Stay nice and lifted. Grab that foot or ankle. Knee coming straight down from your hip. Flex your glute if you'd like more stretch. There. So usually this is a good amount of stretch, but if you're starting to feel like this just isn't enough, if you want more, you can take a strap around your ankle and then pull it up over your shoulder, and that'll get your foot hopefully even closer into your butt, and that can be quite a nice stretch. But maybe this is enough. Nice. Coming up, lift that one leg over, adjust as you might need. Sitting up. Oh, this one's so much higher off the ground. See if I can tuck it in a little bit more. Wiggle as you need. Get that release. Ooh. Went on a big bike ride yesterday with my family. My one request is that it not be too challenging because I was teaching last night and we ended up going the biggest hill. Wrap that and rotate away. So I discovered my husband's idea of not so challenging and my idea of not so challenging are very different when it comes to bike riding. I got some extra glute tightness to sort out today. Breathing in there. Inhale, exhale over to the other side. It's okay though, the bike ride led to the Lone Fir Cemetery. So we got to tour around the cemetery for a little while, which was great. I really like old cemeteries. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back. Let's release that. Go ahead and wobble back and forth. My glitter curtain back here is trying to attack me. Nice. And let's straddle it out. So situating as you need. Maybe you need to lift. Getting the backs of your legs down on the ground as much as possible. Sitting up nice and tall. So this might be your space right here. This might be your thing. Again, we're gonna stretch with a long, extended spine. Nice. And with knees and toes pointing up to the ceiling, we're gonna come forward. Walking down, spine stays nice and long. Wiggling a little bit to help your body release and soften. Pushing the backs of your legs down into the ground. Beautiful. Enjoy that opening there. It can be quite a lot. Beautiful. Inhale. Come long. Exhale. See if you can come down a little bit more. Chest coming toward the floor. Okay? So, not your head. Chest. And now, with your legs continuing to push into the floor, point your toes. See if maybe you can come down a little lower. Keep pressing. Nice. Release that. Inhale up. Settle for just a moment. And then let's inhale, exhale over to one side so we twist at our waist, and then chest is coming down again. So it's quite a lot to push the back of your leg into the floor and then come down over it. So if you're up high, but your spine is straight and your leg is pushed down, you're doing great work. Since I'm home so much more, I've been endeavoring to stretch a lot more. And it's been great. I'm really liking it. reach out and grab something that's on the back side of that leg you're stretching. So it could be your thigh, your shin, your foot. And then give yourself a little extra twist. Just leveraging that. Hopefully getting a stretch all the way up under here. Inhale it up, come to center. I don't know if you can all see when my muscles actually release. It feels like such a dramatic release to me when I'm over. If you can, tell me, I'm just curious. Inhale, come down to the other side. I think especially if you stay consistent with your stretching, your body melts so much more quickly. And it's really interesting how you can go from being quite tight to all of a sudden your muscles just are like, oh yeah, this is what we do. We release. We don't have to hold on so tight all the time. And I'm like, I can see it when I look at my muscle. Anyways, I'd love to hear how it feels for all of you too. If you can really get to that moment of just like soften. Go ahead and grab something. It's a very exciting song, huh? Oh, it's back. You get to hear it again. It's a performance song for me. So somehow it's landed in here twice. Lucky you. It's a cute song. I like it. Sinister Twist is rocking us out tonight. Breathing, breathing. Maybe you extend a little bit longer, come down a little bit lower. Beautiful. Come on up. Let's lean back. Give our legs a little bit of the wobble. Back and forth. Ah, that feels good, huh? Nice. All right, you can come to a comfortable cross-legged position for yourself, wherever that might be, or maybe it's more comfortable to stay with your legs open. Do what you like there. I'm going to grab our cards and the glasses. So our goddess last week was Diana, so perfect, on May the 4th, telling us to stay on target. So how was that for all of you? Did you have some intentions that you needed reminding about? Something that you needed to stay connected to? Not get discouraged with? I did. It was good. It was good medicine. It was wonderful to look at it again today and be like, okay, yes, still staying on target. All right, so send it through. What do you require for the coming week? Let's get into here and find out what guidance do we all need. Very, very cold in there. Okay. Oh, I feel like we had this one before, but this is awesome. And I want to look it up because the pronunciation of this goddess's name was not what I thought it would be when she first came up. So, Aine, leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Oh my, we're getting this song 3 times. I hope you guys like it. Message from Aine: procrastinating about your dreams won't make them go away. Neither will it make them happen. Indecision is the death of the soul's burning passion to improve, grow, and learn. Don't worry about making a wrong decision. Instead, worry about making no decision at all. Then take time to pray, meditate, investigate, research, go on walks, and make your decision. Once made, the universal energies will immediately support your decision, and doors will successively open as if by magic. The magic you see is that you've set your mind to accomplish something, and this intention is what sets you on your magical journey. Trust that the universe will support you in all ways. Trust that your intention is clear and right for you. And then take a leap of faith and jump fully and squarely into the midst of putting your dreams into action. Don't hesitate or delay a moment longer. Meanings of this card. Your dream will come true. Your chosen path is the right one for you. Swap legs. Heaven supports you fully on your mission. Your material needs will be taken care of. Take action steps toward the realization of your dream. Break your dream into achievable baby steps so that it's easier to start and keep going. Anya is a powerful Celtic goddess and fairy queen who gave birth to incarnated fairies from her romances with mortal men. Anya is revered in Ireland for helping to grow crops and oversee animals. You can call upon her when you need additional guidance and the courage to take risks. All right, I love it. I will, of course, post that in the comments so that you can take a further look at it and see the beautiful art from Doreen Virtue. It's all these beautiful purples and lavenders with light coming through. Really gorgeous. All right, lovelies. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope to see you in more things. A reminder that now on Fridays, I have the hour-long Forever Foxy Body class, which is very wonderful for people who maybe don't have as much flexibility or need to go a little bit slower with their movements and their stretches. We actually use a chair to do some of our core work, seated and standing, and then also stretching. So I'm really loving it. I actually have some knee issues that kind of inhibit a lot of dance stuff for me and make mini classes challenging. So I'm really personally enjoying it and finding it super helpful and a great way to keep moving and feel good in my body without impacting it and hurting it. So if that's you, I hope you'll join me in checking it out, Forever Foxy Body. And if not, look out for more announcements coming soon for other Showgirl Tempo classes. I'm working on more programs, some specifically just burlesque, some about burlesque body magic and how it can build your self-confidence. So keep watch. More information is coming soon. I'm going to take a leap of faith too. Thank you.